Namaste. What is freedom? Are we truly free? What is spontaneous living? What is living empty-handed? What is going into the world without any agenda and letting life unfold? What are these things? Spontaneous living is when you go without an agenda, when you let life unfold, when you don't plan every step of the way because the person who you think you are decided already for you that this is the best way to live because this is all you have known. Spontaneous living is trusting the universe, trusting the intelligence within you, working out your spiritual muscle, working out your gut muscle, your intuition, trusting your instinct when something, a very teeny weeny voice just inside you says, no, this is not how you should do things, this trip you should not go to, this person is not good for you. This is living from your heart center. This is when you hear people say, we are living out of love rather than living out of fear. This is what living out of love is like. When we're not all the time in our head, when we're not scared all the time, oh, but if I leave him, then I would be alone. Oh, but if I leave her, then who else would want me? This is living out of fear, not I am with him because I love being with him. And we both contribute to this relationship. It's not a need-based relationship. It's a love-based relationship. So the real freedom is being free of attachments. You know, you like having something, but you're not necessarily attached to it. In the sense of, if it's taken away from you, you don't feel, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Because this is the ego. This is the ego, and this is the imagination and the fears. Like, oh, the mind likes to make all these projections, these, you know, like you imagine that something wrong is going to happen, something bad is going to happen if you leave this thing. And if you ask yourself, what is the definition of addiction? Like, why do we consider people addicts who are people who only use drugs or alcohol or cigarettes? If you're addicted to your car, if you're addicted to your career, if you think that this is all what you are, aren't you considered an addict? If you're addicted to this woman or if you're addicted to this man, isn't that considered some kind of addiction too? So I believe that the real freedom is the freedom from attachments. You know, you enjoy everything without being attached to it, because this is the real freedom. This is when the mind cannot threaten you. This is when the mind cannot bargain with you, cannot tell you, oh, if you don't do this, I'll take that away from you. So you're scared. The ego is scared. The person is scared because there is a bargaining going on. But if you are not attached, if you are not attached to outcomes, if you live out of love rather than out of fear, then nothing is going to threaten you. The ego, the mind has nothing to threaten you with because you live out of trust. You trust that the universe has your back. you trust that life is going to unfold into your best interest, then even if something does not come or go the way you want to, you know that this is for your best interest, and you know that this has happened. And all of us had these situations. We just tend to forget. And I'm just reminding you and myself of the times when things did not go the way we want to, and then when we reflect back and we think, wow, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. If I did not get that sick, I wouldn't have had discovered this fantastic diet that I am following until now, and it's keeping me healthy. If I didn't have this car accident, I wouldn't have met this benevolent being and he became my life partner. If I didn't do this, if I didn't accept this job that I really didn't like at the beginning, I wouldn't have this opportunity to meet this person who introduced me to another wonderful career. So it's all these things that we do because we trust. Something told us, take it. It's not your comfort zone, but take it. So living a spontaneous way of life is like going into the world empty-handed, without an agenda, without a scenario in our head. We go into this trip without planning so much. Just go and be. Just go and see how life unfolds. It's exactly like you don't go to a restaurant carrying your own menu. So you don't go into life with a checklist and things that have to happen this way. It doesn't work that way. It kills the spontaneity of life. And no matter how prepared you think you are, you're still going to fall flat on your face, because life is like that. It's unpredictable. And you have to be okay to be in the unknown. And the only way we can be free is just freeing ourselves from this stale concepts and just be in the trust. And in all philosophies and all religions, they talk about this. They talk about trust, that you have to trust the universe. You have to trust, because if you dig down to the bottom of the earth, there will be creatures there and you will find it. And there is a source, there is a power, there is a creator that created them and is providing for them and is entertaining them deep, deep down at the bottom of the earth. So go into life empty-handed. Go into life without having your own menu and see how life unfolds. Try it. You don't have anything to lose. You used your own manual, your own catalog most of your life. But look at the things that maybe you have a best friend, maybe you have a partner, maybe you have a job, maybe you have something in your life that you did not plan to have, and the universe manifested it into your life, not with your own resourcefulness. And see the amount of liberation and the amount of freedom when you don't have to plan everything, when you don't have to take care of everything, and you let the universe take care of you, because it is always taking care of you. This is what I call real freedom. Namaste.